I will do a 9-card spread. I'll get 3 cards for how you're feeling, 3 cards for how your person's feeling, and 3 cards for the outcome. I'll clarify why they feel the way that they feel. I'll get messages from them, and I'll get you some advice from Spirit. I've got a beautiful stained glass window tarot set. Okay, it's brand new. So it's shuffling really well. It will barely need shuffling because the cards cannot get stuck together. They're so slippery and shiny and glossy. I'm going to let you look at the artwork as well. They're really stunning. One more shuffle. I hope you are feeling a little bit rested, or yeah, I'm finding it a little bit difficult to switch off at the moment, so I just think the weekend goes too fast. It really does. This is the race to Christmas now, isn't it? That's why I thought I'd use the stained glass tarot, you know, because we're sort of on our build up to Christmas now. I know you haven't technically had Thanksgiving, but we're in the UK, we're starting to put up our Christmas lights and, you know, get in the vibe, so I wanna get into the Christmassy vibe now, okay? It is the spirit of giving thanks, you know, we thank our family members and we thank our work colleagues, you know. I made some Christmassy biscuits even though it's like halfway through November, because I just thought we needed a little lift. It is just like, you know, sometimes people are just there for you, and, you know, really appreciate that. It's in my new team in work. I've got a really supportive team. I don't think I've had a team that supportive, to be honest, ever. So I feel so lucky. It is a tough school, but to be honest, every high school's difficult to work in, and it's so rewarding. As much as it's tough, it's rewarding. And I think there's really good things happening to make change there that's really positive. So I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of work, but I love my tarot, and I think I'm just exhausted. I watched my Leo reading back, and I'm like, I was slurring my speech, and I've done a couple like that now, and I just think I'm exhausted. So if I'm slurring, I don't think I will be because it's Sunday morning now, but last night, I'm so sorry if you are a Leo Virgo cusper, but I think I had some red wine as well, and it just, you know, like how some red wine's like really strong. Have you ever had Douro, Portuguese wine? It's really, really strong. You feel it in your feet. So yeah, that wasn't Portuguese wine. It was actually a really nice not Australian, sorry, excuse me. It was Californian. It was USA wine. It was Californian red. It's called, what's it called? It's got a picture of a teddy bear on the front, and I thought this won't be anything to write home about, and it's absolutely delicious. But it's so heavy. My God, a few sips of that. Dangerous. Yeah, so please don't be concerned, because actually if you watch it you'll think I'm having a stroke or something. I'm not joking about strokes, they're really scary, but I'm just explaining why I was slurring. I was exhausted and I'd had this really, really strong red wine, and I only had a glass of it, and that's not like me to be that kind of overwhelmed. Knight of Wands, hello, Virgo. That's a gorgeous card, isn't it? The Knight of Wands. I love these cards, you know. Knight of Wands is somebody who, this is your feelings. It's somebody who is passionate. They're on the move, okay? Pages stand and watch, they observe. They can't offer, you know, make small offerings, but a knight is always on horseback, Court cards like kings and queens, they're always sitting because they'll be the ones sending the pages and the knights. They're normally, you know, mums, dads, or people, you know, who are bill payers or at least very responsible, you know, going into like middle age. It's not always age associated. I tend to think if they're kings or queens, they've got like a lot of life experience. And to be honest, you can be a young person and have a lot of life experience, whether you liked it or not, you got it. Do you know what I mean? You can also be someone who's got issues and be in your 40s or 50s or 30s or 20s, you know, and therefore you're showing up as a page or a knight. Because I wouldn't say pages actually, I would say knights, because knights are more, especially if they're knight of wands or knight of swords, that's very fast energy. Yeah, it's very flighty, it's in and out, it's not very stable. But knights of pentacles and knights of cups are noble knights. They're slow moving, they are on horseback, and they're coming towards somebody with good intentions. You know, cups are feelings, pentacles are money. I want to invest, I want to tell you that I care about you. You know, that's kind of the vibe. With a Knight of Wands, it's not necessarily bad, because obviously it's good to have passion, but the wand is phallic, okay? So it's excitement, it's passion, it's fancying someone, it's being bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and full of the joys of spring, you know? Can't stop smiling, can't stop thinking about someone. Maybe you're dating, you know, or you want to ask someone out on a date because you think they're hot. So Virgo, I do think that's a really nice energy for you. It's having your eye on someone and wanting to ask them out, or you're already dating them. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful artwork. Oh my goodness, haven't lit my sage. This is Dragon's Breath Sage. I think it's had other spices added to it, I don't know. It could just be the colour, but when I googled, I think it might have spices added to it. Last time it went crazy when I lit it. It was like spitting everywhere. Sage is really good. It's cleansing. That smells so nice, you know. I'm not going back now. I need to have this sage. It's off Temu. It's blood red, so I thought it would look nice with my Christmas setup, but... And I know you Virgos are very, very creative. I know that you appreciate a good setup. I know you do, because my mum's a Virgo and she has such good taste. She's like Taurus, you know, really amazing taste. I think Librans and Aquarians are really good with colour and texture. I think so. I know the signs that are, you know, close to me the most, really. I think you can gain good taste as well. Obviously Pisces and other all the signs can have good taste, but Taurus and Virgo are exceptional at home furnishings. They're exceptional at, you know, like shop window displays. They've got the eye, they just know colours go together. I will put stuff together in my room and I won't even realise I'm purchasing stuff, and I'll put it in my room and I'm like, that goes with those things. And I didn't plan it. But it's like it's almost like a subconscious like storing of like colour and tones and shades, and I don't know, guys, like I like shock myself. Sometimes I know I sound like I'm just bigging myself up. But I'm just saying, as a Virgo, I know you appreciate this. My mum and dad are property developers, but my mum's done multiple careers. She's a really nice nurturer because she's Virgo. She's an earth sign, so she understands nature, she understands nurture, she understands people. I'm not saying she's perfect, no one is, but I've kind of followed in her footsteps a lot with, you know, enjoying creativity, design, looking after, you know, young people, She's sold houses as an estate agent. She has worked in garden centres. She's amazing with florals, like floristry, flowers, like flower arranging, fresh flowers. She's not as much of a fan as dried flowers, but she does do it, and she puts fairy lights in them. She always makes an amazing setup at Christmas, Halloween, Easter. She's so creative, and that's one of the fun things in life. If you've got a decent standard of living, you just spend money like creating nice environments, and it lifts people and it brings in new seasons, festivals. It's very good transferable skills. You know, it's not like, oh, well, you could be an interior designer and that's all you can do. If you know how to dress a house, if you know how to... she is a visionary. She's very good at restructuring, remodelling homes as well, not just the superficial aspect, but the functional, practical aspect, and getting it good for resale. So, and my dad's a businessman, so he's a salesman, and he knows, you know, it's like their skills just go together, and they argue like cat and dog because they both want to be the boss, they both want to be the leader, and they've got different tastes and stuff like that, but when they're working together well, it's like magic. So, yeah, she's like an inspiration to me because she's very, very good at setting up, you know, changing and setting up homes, but also just little bits of effort put into like setups for different times of year, and like she's got an even closer relationship with nature than me. I love being outside and just being in peace and being at one with nature, but my mum's that person that'll say, you know, like, I understand the trees, I want to listen to the trees, I want to hug the trees. Like, it's like beyond, do you know what I mean? It's beyond Taurus. It's I can't speak for Capricorns because I don't really have any that I'm really close to, but with you being an earth sign, I'm sure Capricorns must share that kind of like same kind of grounded nature, you know, loving aspect. They must do. That smells so nice. I'm glad I got those. And I just want to be really like multicoloured and like frivolous, you know, because it's like a period of celebration at the moment. Whatever your religion, whatever your culture, it's that time of year. Like in some cultures it's springtime at this time of year. You know, in most cultures this is celebrating being alive, being thankful, giving gifts. It's just that time of year, you know, like Diwali and all that. Got Christianity, Judaism. Oh, I could do an Easter set. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm just thinking about all the different religions now. Right. What am I doing? I've got so distracted. That's such a me thing to do. Oh, Librans. Librans got really good taste as well. Three of Swords reverse. Let's take a look at this beautiful card. That's so stunning. Now this is recovery from heartache, heartbreak. When it's reversed, okay? When it's upright, it's being heartbroken. So you kind of got your groove back, you got your mojo back after being heartbroken. So if this is resonating, this is a reading for you, it's a message for you. If it's not, maybe it's from a while ago or it's something upcoming. So they're not always messages that are going to resonate for you. It's just how it is. In the challenge position, we've got the Four of Swords. So let's take a look. Right, the Four of Swords. I'm not quite sure what he's holding on to there, but it's like, is it he or she? Yeah, he's in a suit of armour holding a sword up, and he's kind of like, you know how heavy like the armour used to weigh? It's not light, is it? And swords are heavy as well, so you were very, very exhausted after battle. even if, you know, you were marching to give a message or you were actually fighting. I think actually he might have blood running down his arm there, and the arm has got a chink in it. So it just says to me from his posture that he's been through a battle and he's exhausted. The Four of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck is someone who's lying down, they look peaceful. But I think this helps you to understand a bit more that someone's been through something. It's much needed respite. It's not just being chilled out, you know, for the sake of being chilled. It's like, I'm exhausted, I'm drained, I'm battle fatigued. So this is in the challenge position. It's like, perhaps you put your trust in somebody that you shouldn't have, because why have we got recovery from heartbreak after a Knight of Wands? Did you deal with a player, or were you perhaps, you know, picking, you know, people that you fancy rather than people that have possibly got more going for them? I'm not saying you can't be good looking and have your ducks in a row, or be good looking, have your ducks in a row and be a nice person, but those people are rare, okay? And that's why they're special, and you don't tend to play around with people who are. And I'm not saying some people will never be that, but there's people that aren't that right now for whatever reason. Some people are trying to heal from being messed about, so they just want something light. Some people aren't doing well financially this year, so they just want something light. You know, you're not going to present yourself for a serious relationship if you haven't got your ducks in a row, because it's just like, why would you? You want to be ready and prepared. You want to make someone's life better, you want to add to it, you don't want to make it worse. So it's often best to kind of keep things light with people, but be honest about that. Always be honest about that at the beginning, what it is you're looking for, and just say, I find you so attractive, I'm not actually looking for something serious right now because I need to get my ducks in a row, and, you know, I've been through some stuff recently and I just want some time to, like, be a person. That's fine, isn't it? If you say that at the beginning, don't ever love bomb people, it's not necessary, you know, because then you're kind of like hurting people and projecting onto them, like, your issues. Don't need to do that. Don't have to be a monk or a nun either. You just have to be honest what it is that you're looking for right now and let people make an informed decision. Okay, it's called being an adult. So I think possibly you're keeping it light, okay, protecting your heart space and giving yourself a breather from anything that could go too serious right now. And I think that's quite wise. Two of Swords. Oh, I love this card. Sorry, I blew that candle out. I love this card, you know. I've got a cinnamon chai candle. I know you'll appreciate that, Virgo. Look at her. Look at her hair. It's like blood red hair. It's not even like that, is it? It's more like forest fire red. Some redheads are just absolutely stunning, aren't they? Like, I saw a woman out, she was with her family, and I could tell that she'd coloured her hair, but she did it such a nice colour. It wasn't like that trashy, plummy kind. It was like, it was like that, but I don't know how to describe it. It's like forest fire. Have you ever seen, like, movies where, is it Elizabeth I movie, where, did she have, like, she had, like, hair that was so orange, and it's just stunning. It is so stunning. I think that was more towards, like, carroty colour. But a deep red with, like, orange tones. I don't know how to describe that red. You know what I mean? Like, with the reds, some reds are just like trashy. There's like one particular tone that everyone was doing, and it's like, ugh. There's so many different reds, and they're just not explored because it's like people are sort of shaming redheads, you know, that I think loads of people go blonde or brunette or blackhead without question, you know. And pastels were in for years, but they can look a bit like bohemian, can't they? Whereas like this is just like, oh, I don't know what this is, like an ethereal vibe. It's just cool. If you're a hair like cosmetologist and you know what kind of red that is, will you comment below? Let me hold it closer. How stunning is that? Absolutely stunning. Right, so they, I can't remember if that was upright or reversed. Two of Swords is about making a choice, okay? And when it's upright, she's blindfolded. She can't see. It's avoiding making a choice. Procrastination. When it's reversed, it's release from that, okay? Procrastination, actually making a decision. So I'll leave it upright, but it could have been reversed. But you know, this person needs to make a choice either way. Yeah, the Hermit reversed, so it's somebody that needs to, they need to do what you need to do. What you're very good at doing is kind of finding the answer within you, knowing that some journeys you have to walk alone, trusting your own judgment, your own instincts, introspection, you know, deep soul searching. In the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that this part of the journey must walk alone. He is his own light. He is his own hope. He is his own wisdom. My mum is Virgo. She's incredibly wise and she kind of understands a lot of other people, and I find that very difficult. Because I'm not someone who is strategic, I am very open, very passive, docile. I'm Taurus the bull. I am still in my posture and I need calm around me. I can't understand people who kind of tiptoe around with one eye on me, grinning, sort of planning, you know, bad things. I'm not really aware of that. It's one of my weaknesses as an empath and someone who is just a hard worker, very honest, sometimes too honest. I'm not saying I can't protect people's feelings, but people will give me the runaround or plan several steps. I'm not like that. I'm just, what you see is what you get, okay? She's very good at introspection and looking back, but looking forward, learning wisdom, understanding others' motives, understanding other motives and what they might do. That's something I'm just not good at. So I don't know if that's a Virgo thing, or, I mean, it must be because she's double Virgo. She's Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon. So she will have influences from the other planets, but she's major Virgo, do you know what I mean? This person needs to find the answers within themselves. To make some kind of choice, and they're not doing it. They need to do some soul searching. So because I have you as a knight, I don't have a court card for them so far, or for you. The High Priestess, okay, so they're gonna wait for signs from Spirit. need to get a tripod for my phone camera so it can be much higher up, because I keep having to fuss with the cards to fit them in the picture, and I want you to see my setup. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. They're going to wait for signs because they don't trust their own judgment, okay? Okay, first court cards, we've got the 9 of Wands upright with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a provider, it's someone that's struggling to provide at the moment. They could be spending a lot of money, or they might not be earning a lot of money right now. Savings could be down, they're grafting, okay? 9 of Wands is someone who's working their arse off, they've got the nose to the grindstone. It's challenges, but it's like, I'm determined to keep going. Does that make sense? It's not a lazy person. I'm not sure who that is, whether that's you or them. I hope you can see these cards. I'm going to order something now. Did I put my timesheet in for this week? I don't think I did. I need to do that. The World reversed. Someone that's feeling hard done by. Okay, so someone's working really hard at the moment and they're kind of waiting for the results. I'm not sure what this is about, but we'll get messages and we'll clarify. The 4 of Pentacles. This is very financial, this reading. It's someone that's holding on to their wealth. They're busy trying to conserve wealth. They're trying to save for something. I would say they're trying to, like, you know, build up savings for a mortgage, or they're trying to build up and save for a wedding, or they're trying to build up and save for having children. Because I don't see a divine union here, I don't see anyone like together, I don't see the 4 of Wands, I don't see 2 court cards. I think this person probably just saving to be a 9 of Pentacles, you know, like to be self-sufficient. They're really struggling to trust that they can sort this themselves. There's some sort of decision they need to make, and they're waiting for, you know, they're trying to use their intuition and sort of external guidance from spirit, rather than feeling like they've got their own judgment on this. It's to do with being a solid provider for others. Sorry, it's not just for yourself, it's for others, because she's the Queen of Pentacles, so she is a provider, but she wants to be a better one, I think. Well, that's very noble. Maybe that's what you find attractive about this person, is they're very responsible, but they lack confidence. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's get messages. Why? What was that one that they had for their first? Oh, it's the beautiful redhead. The 2 of Swords, like scared to make a choice. Scared to make a decision. Swords are facts, knowledge, the truth, clarity. The communication. Someone's just a bit lost, I think, in terms of like how to build security for themselves and the people around them. Could be a mother, could be a father. It doesn't have to be female because it's a queen. It just means they're more in the feminine energy. Send me love and healing. I'm struggling. Oh, they're having like a crisis of confidence. They're well aware of their responsibilities. I see signs about you everywhere. The Hermit reversed. I'm going to have to dig into this to find out what this is about. My higher self is trying to reach you using the High Priestess. Do you think they're calling in? Because they must be in your energy for a reason. They might be calling in somebody with your qualities. So that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to find out what it is that they are going to like about you or love about you. So I think this is two single people. Could be a single parent, this one. That's why they're showing up as a Queen of Pentacles. Could be a man or a woman, could be a parent. Or someone, you know, you can be like middle-aged and be responsible for your parents, can't you? Things like that. I'm ready for a fresh start with you. They're trying to build their pentacles up because they want to attract a nice quality partner like you, Virgo. The World. I feel insecure. Yeah, they're so scared. They're not sure that they're going to make it. I think that's what most of us feel like. We've all got imposter syndrome on this planet. We're so scared and we're trying to like celebrate the little wins. But it just feels like it's big competition, doesn't it? And it shouldn't be. It's snakes and ladders. Doesn't mean because you get a house first you're going to stay in it. Doesn't mean because you get married first you're going to stay in that marriage. Just because you've had kids first doesn't mean it's going to be easy looking after them. Okay? Or that you've given yourself a chance to grow and explore yourself. You know, kids are never bad news, but they're a lot of responsibility. You know, it suddenly becomes about them instead of you anymore. So it is a life-changing thing. Very rewarding. I love being an auntie. I love being, you know, an early years teacher. I love being... It's weird, but I do get a lot of reward sometimes for being a high school teacher as well. I have seen the future with you. I want you by my side. The Four of Pentacles. Oh, they're trying to call in a very serious connection. One with lots of investment. One where they fully intend to make a steady home. I'm just going to pause for a second because I need the bathroom. Okay, so I said I was going to get you some answers, like what qualities, because Spirit's obviously bringing you two into one another's lives at some point. What is it that they're going to like about you or love about you, okay? Sometimes when I'm busy, I pause to think of you and it's like a breath of fresh air. Oh, so Virgo, you're going to have something about you that is just a breath of fresh air to this person that I'm just thinking if they feel lost. I know in our household, my mum is the person that creates routine. You know, your 3 square meals a day. She makes a nice home. Like I said, she will do little things to sort of make the place enjoyable. She's very classy. She likes to dress well. She likes to have flowers, a bowl of fruit, you know, all those things that sort of say we're of a certain class level, you know. We have taste, you know, we know how to garden, we know how to, you know, it takes a lot of knowledge, doesn't it, to learn how to work with plants, how to work with trees, how to landscape, how to prune, how to cultivate vegetables, you know, how to take care of houseplants, how to sell homes. She's very knowledgeable and she's very ambitious and she's very much a visionary. She can see and create a plan and be so confident in it, it's like intimidating. And most of the times when she's figuring out other people, I talk to my mum and dad about people in my workplaces because you sort of enter this chess game, whether you want to be strategic or not, you end up having to be, and it's exhausting for me. Being someone who's a bit more face value, I find it difficult to kind of have that devious mind, but for some reason my mum's able to shed light on that. So I just think there's some kind of like intelligence, some kind of wisdom, some kind of deeper knowing that's very valuable, and you're going to provide this person with really good insight. It's going to make them feel like, you don't want to make them paranoid, but I think you've kind of got a bit of an edge about you that it's just, I mean, if you look at this hermit, it's someone very, very wise. You know, he's old, he has a beard. I'd like to investigate that card a bit more, actually. You know what a polymath is someone who's sort of like very intelligent across lots of areas. My mum's really good with literature and sort of classical music, plays, books. She's like a walking, you know, I want to say encyclopedia, but most people can't relate. It'd be like a walking Wikipedia, do you know what I mean? She's a really good artist as well, but that's been sort of shamed out of her by, you know, very Victorian parents that wanted her to just work in a good job. So you're just so different to anything they've ever met before. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know how else to explain it. I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you. Oh. Thank you for teaching me what real love is. Oh, that's making me want to cry. I tell you what as well, she's dead funny. She's really eccentric because she's creative. She'd be well placed to write a funny book, or she describes pictures of like, I don't know, it's like she often puts, you know, like a personality that's very human on like animals, and it makes you laugh. She particularly likes, you know, like the Wind and the Willows, like these characters, characters from children's books that are sort of like fuddy-duddy old English, like upper class sort of. I don't know, she's just really funny. Like, she just paints such weird pictures of stuff that it's like very eccentric. I don't mean she literally paints, it's like with words. She is like, it's so funny. I know that's what my dad like adores about her. She's so creative. It's just like, what should I use next? Let's get a timing on when is this person, because I don't really see. I mean, you're clearly on the lookout with the Knight of Wands card. You are moving towards people that are attractive looking to you. Now, you could also be, it's not just what someone looks like. I'm sure you do like people who know how to dress and who know how to behave in society, because you are a perfectionist. So you would need someone with those kind of placements where they know how to dress, they know how to adapt to fit into society, to look good, to act right, to know how to behave when out. You've possibly also had a bad one with love, or something that just hasn't worked out. Could be that someone's passed away, but I don't see grieving, I just see heartbreak. You're exhausted, okay, so you're probably going to keep things light and funny, and you're just going to be quite sort of naturally magnetic for this person, and I think you're going to bounce off each other. There's something about them that you're going to find attractive, so it could be the way they look. Now, what were they? A Queen of Pentacles. They could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. They could have Virgo moon. Virgo suns are very attracted to people with Virgo moon, and it's the same for any sign. If someone's got your sun sign as their moon sign, it's a really good match for some reason. It really works. They could be older than you, but you could be incredibly mature, or you could be older than them, but your wisdom it surmounts anything that they've ever come across. You're so knowledgeable, you know. Let's see when you're going to come into contact with each other, because I don't think you're aware of each other at the moment. I'd like to find out a bit more about them for you as well. Around June in the summer. It's going to be the summer of love, guys. Tell you what, the best date would be if they're an earth sign and you're an earth sign, walking through a lovely summer woods or along a lovely beach. You like being out in nature. That would be a really good date, wouldn't it, for earth signs? That's where you could show off all your botanical knowledge, all your horticultural knowledge, your agricultural knowledge, you know, your affinity for nature, aesthetics, nurture. Put yourself in an environment where you shine, where you're doing something you love, because people will be attracted to that. What do I want to ask? Just want to find out a bit more about this person. What is it? Let's get shadow love. What is it? See, I don't know if it's another... no, I don't want to do that, because that kind of puts it on like an experience they previously had, but some people are just not that confident. You know, I always need like boosting up. If I get criticised, I find it really difficult to take it, and if I get criticised too much, I can lose too much confidence, and then I'll start actively being shit. Not out of like a dirty protest. It'll be like I can't cope, like my confidence has been too knocked, and I'll just be like all wobbly. So that this person could be a bit like that. I don't know how to find out more for you. Hang on, let me have a think. I've got thousands of decks here. What's caused this person to struggle with confidence and earning money? What's caused them? Where's that turned over? Probably from the last time I used it. What's caused them to struggle? Oh, you deserve love. You are lovable. Oh my God, that's sad. How can you not think that you deserve love? I think they're just generally insecure. It could be from childhood. That's making me feel sad. Look at that, that's interesting. Thank you for teaching me what real love is. That's making me sad. Someone could have had, I mean, what would be the reasons that someone would think they're not deserving of love. Could be guilt over something they've done in the past. It could be, like fundamental childhood issues, like if you've not had a secure attachment with a parent, or a parent left, when they were younger. To be honest, loads of stuff could cause that, couldn't it? And that's real life. Do you know what we've been doing in school with year 7 and 8 is twisted fairy tales, and that's probably because they're doing it in primary. But the story Frozen with Elsa and Anna, and they're like sisters, and Disney always do these like things where like they are good at warning about different people that don't want the best for us, but and Cinderella's a good example of that. But this version of Frozen, the little girl Elsa is unaware that she has a sister. She finds out that she has a sister. So it's a little bit more gritty, isn't it? It's a little bit more like real life, gritty, true to life. Like, how many people find out they have a sibling that they didn't know about, or how many people find out, the reason their mum or dad left when they were like a few years old and like can't get past it, and understandably, things like that knock your confidence. If you're fostered, if you're adopted, if you've been orphaned young, like if you've bounced around foster homes, there's people with non-standard upbringings, non-textbook upbringings everywhere. You could be someone who's got, an upbringing that was just really tough for some reason. It's not even your fault, but you've been made to feel like love isn't just out there, like, and it's just not going to be something for you, kind of thing. So I think you're going to meet someone who's either had a bad run of relationships, or they fundamentally just are an insecure person. It could be down to, I'm insecure, I've not had a bad childhood, I've had a perfect one, but some people just are unconfident because they're like empaths, they're like grounded, they're down to earth. I can put across that I've got confidence, and after a certain number of years you do gain confidence because you think, well, I'm getting a lot of attractive partners, or I'm getting, success in workplaces. It takes a while to build up that confidence, but you can still be someone who starts from kind of, my sister's been teaching me about equity, and she's trying to apply this to workplaces to make sure people from all walks of life are starting off with the same equity, and they're not on the back foot because they're from a different country or they've got a second language. Loads of people are having, different levels of equity. There's inequity, isn't there, across like people and sets of circumstances. And she's sort of like high up in her work, and they're really pushing, to sort of go to courses and be 2025 about stuff, and help all kinds of people, support them to be promoted and get more responsibility, get higher salaries. You are naturally on the back foot if you are, mixed race. You're naturally just, on the back foot if you're trying to use a language that's not your mother tongue, or live in a culture that you didn't grow up with, or your parents didn't grow up with. People who are disabled, people who are female, get promoted far less, or it takes them a lot longer, or they have to be. My sister works in a team of like 20 men. That isn't comfortable, do you know what I mean? But she's doing it, and she's trying to support other women. I'll tell you now, she works for Scottish Power, and they are trying to hire more females. Okay, that's something that they want to push in STEM and engineering in all countries. We're very behind in the UK for promoting females and females getting equal pay. So there you go. There's something about this person is they're just not that confident naturally. They're definitely not egotistical, and you'll probably really like that and notice that about them and enjoy building them up, and nurturing them. And I'm not saying they haven't got loads to offer, they have, they just don't know it. They offer the world as much as what you do or anyone else does. It's Billy Big Heads that go round being loud and asking for promotions when they don't really deserve one. They're quite annoying, and we need more of these, like, people who hide their light under a bushel. We need more of these people kind of like showing off what they can do and being discovered, because these are the people that'll appreciate it, and they won't kind of like ask for something for nothing. Do you know what I mean? Tell you what, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a life purpose. I'm going to get some life purpose cards to see what their talents are. This is going to be a long ass reading. I better hurry this up. I'll get these and then I'll get you some advice. I don't want to do over an hour because it won't go on TikTok then. Spirit, what are this person's qualities? What are their best qualities? What's their life purpose? They may already know it. They may already be fulfilling it, but they're not aware how special they are. Wow, infinite abundance. Oh, you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Why do I feel like I'm going to burst into tears? This is called clairsentience, when you experience the emotions of the person you're doing the reading for, or their person. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. This person doesn't realise they're in good company in this universe. They don't realise. You're going to show them that, and they're going to, as much as they invest and make good decisions in the 3D, they will be rewarded by the divine. Know that, like, for every whatever amount you donate, we'll match it. What the supermarkets do, that's what the universe does when you make good decisions to invest in yourself, whether that be your health, your finances, your love life. When you make good decisions and you try to choose like people who are better for you, who are kinder to you, try friendships, people who are there for you. Like, they don't try to control you, they don't guilt you and keep you from spending time with other people. People who you know are just always like on your team, and they'll tell you if you're out of line, but they're there for you, they want the best for you, they compliment you, okay? It's not a friend who can't compliment you. That's an emotional vampire and they need to do one. Travel. Your life purpose involves travelling. What are all the jobs you could do when you're travelling? Well, now people travel and they get paid to travel because they just do a TikTok and document their time travelling around. Or you might, God, you could do anything, couldn't you? You could travel, you could be a travel writer. You could work in flight, aviation. You could be a news reporter, an estate agent. Could be a problem solver in companies, find out why they're not making a profit, turn it around. But travel specifically. Could be someone that travels to sort of like, what do you call them, like freelance. What do you call people that like go out to people's homes to like nurse them? I should know that because my friends, I've got like more than a few friends. Could be a midwife, you could be a hypnobirther, a doula. You know what a doula is? They're like a midwife, but they don't work for the NHS. They like use alternative therapies like hypnosis, or they work up on like natural births. There's loads of stuff, isn't there? Could be someone that travels and does street art, inspiring the world. You could be travelling to different locations to paint and then having a TikTok channel where you're like, do you know what? Do you know how exciting 2024 is and 2025 and onwards? Is like, you could literally have a job doing what you love now. You're not restricted to woodwork. I'm not saying we don't need those. They are very, very lucrative trades to be in. But years gone by, you know, it was like, well, you've got a choice of 5 different careers and that's it. And it has to be going and working for someone. Now you could have a job being creative, doing something you love. We're not in that age anymore where it's a case of, well, don't do analogy because how are you going to get a job with that? You make your living yourself. It's a really exciting time. You could be, do you know those people that are like really into photography? They like take photos of strangers on the street and they ask them what their life story is, and like, you could literally do anything, guys. But this person is in good company in this universe. The universe has got you back. Anyone who you've ever lost or who's ever passed away, or people that you don't even know who've passed on, they're your spirit guides, they're your angels, and you can ask your angels for guidance, you can ask them for support to keep you safe, you can return negative energy from others, return to sender with love. You can say positive affirmations and burn Palo Santo wood and say the universe is abundant and what I ask for will be given to me. I am worthy of love. I want love. I deserve love and I will have love. Let's do some now. Just as we close out this reading, I'll get you some soul truths. Could be advice that you want to give to your person, okay? It doesn't have to be for you. You're going to meet them around June, so it's going to be a lovely summer. Oh, that smells really healing, that Palo Santo. If you don't like sage, Palo Santo is something else you can burn, and it brings abundance. Again, it's just puts you in a meditative state because it smells a bit coconutty. It's from like South and Central America. Right, I've got seconds to do this. What advice can you give for Virgo and this person? There we go. Spirit, see? Spirit's got my back. Am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Today's soul action, journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter? And do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? People aren't mind readers. So if you're thinking lots of stuff but you're not saying it, you know, I'm guilty of that. My brain never stops, but I don't always communicate what I'm thinking. When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? Oh my god, that's bang on point with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy, it ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. I've got chills off that. That goes together so well. If you don't believe in tarot, you've got to after this, guys. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because... Okay. Take care. I'm going to leave it there. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, repost. Thanks, Virgo.